Hey guys, today is day 30. Yeah, day 30. Officially 1 month into my winter arc, and I'm trying to decide how I feel about it. Like, it did not go perfectly. But a very interesting thing happened yesterday, and maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. I feel like, is it coincidence? It's odd. Or is it fate? Like, what is it? How do you guys feel about stuff like that? Tell me in the comments. So yesterday, I was on my bike trying to get my miles in for the evening, and I saw I was really close to rolling the odometer for 2,000 miles. And so I was like, I can keep going. I don't have to go to super hard pace. I'll just go for a few extra minutes and I'll get there. And I recorded it for funsies. So maybe I'll do like a little picture-in-picture situation here to show you that I did do it. And so it was just interesting because I was rolling over my 2,000 miles on my odometer on my bike. And right at that moment, I got a YouTube notification saying we'd hit 2,000 watch hours on our other channel. And I was like, that is oddly specific. So I don't know if it means anything. What do you guys think? Do you think it means something? And there was no way, like, maybe I'll pop up the chart of our view hours for the lifetime of the channel. It's a Halloween channel, so obviously we're gonna have peaks at Halloween time, but if you look at it, it's like tiny peak, tiny peak, tiny peak, and then gigantic peak, because we put out new videos and tried to do more longer form stuff to get people to watch for longer than a minute, because tutorials they watch for 60 seconds. That's about all you get. So that was just kind of wild. But I was really proud of myself because I really didn't want to get on the bike yesterday. I was tired. I'd been trying to strip chairs the whole day because sometimes we bite off more than we can chew. We found a set of 6 old dining chairs at an antique store, and they were dirt cheap. It was like $30 for these old chairs. And we thought, we will fix them up and we will give them to my older sister because we play games and stuff at her house and she doesn't always have enough chairs. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I started to work on them to refinish them. And oh my God, you guys, there was like 6 layers of paint. And if you've ever stripped anything, you'll know that every layer that you add is like awful. It is awful. And so it has been a truly horrible experience trying to get these chairs stripped so I can refinish them. And we bought them in February, and I have avoided it as much as possible. I have tried so many different things. I have tried sanding and the carbide scraper and the heat gun, and really the only thing that is like really worked is like this super strong, super caustic stripper, which it's hard to be outside. I mean, even just being outdoors, it like burns your eyeballs. And so my husband was working from home yesterday, and he's like, let's just go to the hardware store and get you like a proper mask. Like, let's go get you a nice ventilator. It'll make this a lot easier, and you can get these damn chairs done and out of my garage. And it was really nice. I mean, it was kind of uncomfortable, and I'm kind of weird about how my glasses sit on my face. So that took a little while to like distract myself from. But I was able to work on it for like 4 hours, and I didn't smell anything, and it was awesome. So like, maybe I will actually finish this project instead of just throwing it away. So like, that's kind of exciting because there's a lot of unfinished projects in my house, like a lot, like ADHD TikTok amounts of unfinished projects in my house. I don't know where I was going with any of that, but things were getting done yesterday and I was really proud of myself. Oh yeah, that's where it came from. I was tired from doing all the things and I still got on the bike and I was really proud of myself. And I kind of had this epiphany yesterday. So I was 220 at the beginning of the year and I was really sad about it and I just felt really fat and gross. And I had felt skinny when I first got down to 220 after losing 30 pounds. And that felt really skinny until it didn't anymore. And then I was just really miserable for a long time and kind of just in a holding pattern. And then this year I really hit into fasting again and got down to 190. And then the same thing happened. 190 felt thin. And so food started tasting better than, wanting to fast. And so I've sort of just held in this 187 to 193 range. And so now 190 feels fat, which is very exciting. So I'm very motivated. And my cat wants it. Just a second. Come on in, buddy. Oh, this is Frankfurt. We just call him Frank. Anyway, there you go, Frank. So anyway, 190 feels fat now, which is very exciting because it made fasting super easy yesterday, and it made stopping eating early and not eating a bunch of junk today very easy too. And I saw a video yesterday and it was talking about weight loss and how when you make the decision that you are absolutely going to lose weight now, something is going to happen to try to derail you. It's like the universe is testing you. And that happened today. And I failed it the last time it happened because my mom went to the emergency room and I just completely derailed. She was fine, by the way. And today she was in a lot of pain. And so she was afraid to take her pain medications by herself at home with just her dog. So she's like, okay, I'm coming up. And so she came up and my day just kind of, went out the window because we had to take care of Mom. But, and I made a special dinner for everybody and I was like, this is kind of later than I want to eat. This is a lot more carbs than I want to eat. So, I just had a snack before supper, which is fine because I had a really big, really protein heavy breakfast. So I wasn't even all that hungry anyway. And I was really proud of myself because part of me was like, oh, you'll just order pizza for everybody and it'll be fine and you'll have pizza and it'll be good. And I remembered that video and I was like, no, this is my test because I said I am absolutely getting below 190 and I will never see the fat side of 190 ever again. I told myself that yesterday. And this morning when I got up and weighed myself, I was exactly at 190.0. So I'm I really want to eat well today and maybe I can get on the scale tomorrow. And even if it's just 189.8, and just say, I'm definitely there. Definitely not going backwards. So yeah, that was my day. And I was really proud of myself because I definitely wanted to eat. But I was like, I don't need to. I'm not particularly hungry. I'm doing just fine. And then when everybody was sitting around watching TV, I'm like, well, there's nothing stopping me from hopping on my bike while everybody else is in my living room watching TV. That's not weird, is it? I didn't change my clothes or anything. I just, jumped on my bike and just watched TV with everybody else. And I was just pedaling away, watching my show. And I got 18 miles in. So, I want to shoot for 20 a day, but my minimum needs to be 17.5 for me to get to 3,000 by the end of the year. So I rolled the odometer last night, so I'm on my last 1,000 that I need to get. And I have 57 days, 56 days. I did the math on it, and it was 17.5 miles that I need to do every day. So as long as I pull that
It's
off
about time.
or get some
Been
extras,
working like a slave for years.
and my family
All I require
shouting
is
at
small
each other
things.
like
Maybe
idiots,
once a
so
day,
you'll hear that or you
I love
won't.
you. I appreciate that you work so hard for me.
Okay, maybe they're done now. Anyway, so yeah, so that's where I am today. I'm proud of myself for pushing through the last couple of days and kind of regrouping and like fumbling my way through that first month, but kind of figuring it out at the end. And it kind of made me realize what I really want to accomplish by the end of this.
Every day.
And it's definitely being into those size 8 jeans. It's definitely being down a size and feeling better about myself. And feeling better in my body. And just knowing that I can accomplish something, you know? Because sometimes, like, the mental stuff is half of the reward. I think I'll probably sit down some tonight and kind of write out what I'm hoping will happen by the end of this. Sometimes it's hard to gather my thoughts, I guess, and know exactly what I want. I've never been, I think because I've always had really terrible self-worth issues, that I struggle to know what I do want. But sometimes I can like go back and be like, okay, this is what would disappoint me at the end of this. If this is all the far that I got, I would be bummed out. And that kind of helps me like calibrate where I want to be, because I'm terrible at going for the gold, shooting for the moon, you know, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is my bare minimum of where I'll be disappointed in myself or the situation. And then I can kind of calibrate from that. Does that make sense? Do you guys get that? Like, I can't be the only one that's like that. So yeah, I will sit down tonight after I fold the laundry. There's much laundry, and I did laundry even though things were weird and things weren't going right, and I still got laundry done, and I'm finishing on folding that, and then I'll sit down and I'll write, and maybe tomorrow I'll have a video of kind of a revised version of where I hope I will be by January 6th at the end of this 90 days. So I'm glad you guys are coming along with me, all however many, and hopefully people will see this later. So and then it'll be motivating to you. So if you find this at all entertaining and my journey interesting, then feel free to like and subscribe. I will keep showing up, and probably a lot more, maybe, hopefully, and figure out new things to talk about when this arc is over. So if you keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. Cool? Deal? All right.